Okay, I'm here with Don Lowry. Hi, Don. How are you?
Paul, I'm well. How are you doing?
Representative of Nielsen.
The Nielsen Company. I have some of my colleagues here. We're happy to be here at the Hong Kong Boat Festival.
Alrighty, and Nielsen. So I think most people know Nielsen from their rating service.
The Nielsen TV
for
ratings.
Television.
Yeah.
But I happen to know that it's a much larger company.
It is. So we are known for our television ratings. So many people see the Nielsen ratings every week about the top 10 television shows. But we're a much bigger company. We also measure now what people do online. We measure what they do on their mobile phones. We measure what they listen to on radio, streaming and over-the-air radio. And we do other businesses to measure what people do with purchases of consumer products.
Let's talk because everyone knows I'm a 45-year veteran, CBS, PBS, and a traditional broadcaster.
Right.
Somehow survived. And so, however, when I decided that I wanted to get into my own TV business, and I couldn't afford a license, I bought a $70 website URL, and called it Good News Broadcasters. We're focused on the positive in the world, sharing that. And now it's actually 19 years later, and the winds are up here.
It's a nice day, though.
But it's a gorgeous day. Come on out. And so now the web is, Disney just said they're going to go into 2 streaming services. So how do you guys, Nielsen, deal with streaming, if you don't mind? Because I'm going to stream this interview.
So we've just made a significant arrangement with YouTube/Google to measure what goes on YouTube. And that is really a significant advancement for us because, as you know, so much stuff is going on YouTube now and the specific YouTube channels. But if you're part of the Nielsen panels, and that's why we're here today, to let people know who we are, because we ask people to volunteer to participate in our panels. We select people randomly through computer programming, and when they are asked, we want them to do that because once they do it and they have any kind of device that they use to watch video, we can measure that. So we connect with your television at home, we connect with your PC or your laptop, or we connect with your mobile device. If you're streaming and you're part of the Nielsen panel, that will be captured in our viewing.
So now this is strong. Google does have, being in that business, the web business, and trying to figure it out for 19 years. Analytics, I think, is the word that we've been looking at. And we pray to it and say, grow, grow. So how are you enhancing analytic research?
So the big thing is to capture all the viewing. That's the big thing, all the media consumption, Paul. And we're doing that, we're getting all that together. So if you are a company that is selling advertising or buying advertising, you'll get a great picture, more granular picture of what people are doing on video. So you know how the web has grown over the past 10 years. People were watching, but the advertisers were not getting credit for the ads that were being watched. So as we incorporate more and more of that data into our overall ratings package, you'll get a bigger view of what people are actually watching.
I'm just going to add this because it is so. So I did the largest research study in the Asian community. I broke the Asian community to a certain degree. People actually have New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, said that I wrote the Bible. What I did is I literally put a questionnaire into the World Journal, into the Korea Central Daily, all the Asian media. So I found out the facts. Once we found out the facts, we also realized that Madison Avenue was really a lot of young digit-minded people. And so once you had the facts to say that the numbers really are so and true, they can buy. No media company, no big company is going to say, we can't just do it on a whim. So that's the kind of information you're supplying.
That's exactly what it is. And you mentioned the Asian community. It's important that our sample represent the entire community here in Greater New York. We want our sample to have absolutely the same percentage of Asian Americans in our sample as there are Asian Americans in Greater New York. So we attend events like this so we can make people aware of who Nielsen are. So when we come to their homes and we knock on their doors and we ask them to participate, they'll say, hey, I saw those guys Nielsen at the Hong Kong Boat Festival. They're pretty good guys. They're involved in our community. And I'll participate in their panels, and that's what we're asking people to do.
It's the name of the game. Actually, one of my longest relationships is with Leslie Smith, a buddy of mine from IBM, at an Asian festival. I met him there. He was the multicultural marketing executive for IBM. And, now we're 30 years later. The fact is you got to be in it to win it.
You have to be in it. You have to have the information. We can't serve our clients if they don't have the most comprehensive data. So our clients want to know how many of these people all over New York, Asian American, African Americans, Caucasians, whoever it is, they want to know what they're watching on television, what they're doing on their mobile devices, what they're doing on their PCs. So that's why we're here, to spread the word that we're here to measure, and we hope if Nielsen asks you to participate, you'll say yes.
And the Chinese, having a Chinese marketing company all these years as well, will feel comfortable. You're part of the community. You're not somebody from outside calling you, say, come down to our corporate headquarters and sit on a panel.
Yeah, we come to see you. Yeah, we come to see you.
Very smart man. What's good news for you in any aspect of your life?
So good news for me is being out here today. I've never been out here. I lived in New York for 13 years. I've never been to this part, the Meadow Lake, so this is fantastic. And I'll be out here again with all my Nielsen colleagues. What a great day.
Great. Thanks so much for sharing.
Thanks, Paul.